Mendeley automatically generates bibliography. It finds relevant articles based on what you are reading. So whatever you are searching, based on that it will provide you some recommendations. Easily you can import articles through various source. It's a free reference manager, uh, like till 2 GB of capacity. It is free. You can access your article from anywhere online, anytime. Just sign up, put your name, email ID, and all those details. Click register, and finally you will receive an email to your inbox. You need to confirm it and validate that you are the the correct person, you are using that email ID, and confirm it. So this is how your main screen looks. Now recently, whatever the options available in the top menu were came to the bottom menu. Very few changes were made. So library, as per the Mendeley, library means where you can add articles, you can manage articles, like you can create number of folders, subfolders, again subfolders, and you can make articles, arrange it properly. For example, think there is a research work, COVID-19 lockdown, air pollution in India. Okay. Now, because of during this COVID-19 lockdown, air pollution in India, the air quality is a separate study, COVID is a separate study, the lockdown anxiety due to this lockdown and all, the air pollution got becoming good because people are not moving here and there, all were staying in their home. So all these advantages also there. There are few disadvantages also, but still you need to separate the articles. You need to manage the articles based on that work. One article maybe closely they discuss about the air quality. Some article because of lockdown, COVID, they discuss about the anxiety among the the societal people. So these all you will be learning it. You need to manage those articles. Now there is two options in Mendeley you need to install. One is Mendeley Web Importer. Mendeley Web Importer. Web Importer in the sense it's like kind of a Chrome extension. I think if you are using a Google Chrome, you will be having an extension, right? I will show in the upcoming. Yeah. Get Web Importer for Chrome. Web Importer for Chrome. Just click it. Then try to add the Mendeley Web Importer. Okay. So when you click Add Extensions, it will be added. Okay. Now here you can find like initially when the first time when you create this Mendeley library, you have all these options: how to add, create, how to organize, how to download this Mendeley app, right? So all these details you will get. Simple, you are going to import number of articles relevant to your area, and you are going to manage it. Okay, you are going to manage it. When you click add, there is an option to import document directly. The PDF you can add it. You can create folder. You can create manual entry. You can import like RIS, BibTeX, and other formats. For example, if you go to any some of the important publishers, when you click cite option, you will get this RIS and BibTeX, all these details you will get. Okay. So you just download, drag and upload here so that the articles will be added. So you can create number of folders, in the library. So that option is here. So you can create group also. You see, think you are a researcher or you are a professor having some 5-7 research students. You can altogether you can create a group and you can have a discussion over there. You can share your article, share your data. You can work together using that group. I just created a group folder named as precast, and somewhere 5 articles were added over there. And my favorite articles also you can select it. And my own publication, all of my publication were added separately. So that's what I said, you can organize it. So recently added articles can be checked easily. Right. Now, whatever the earlier version, which whatever we have seen is uh, that is the mainly desktop actually. Sorry, this is not desktop. This is the web library only. This is the web library. And when you click all reference, you will get all the references which is available in favorite, publication, recently read. All these options will be available. Finally, you will have all the articles. Earlier they had this Mendeley viewer. Now I think there is some issue in this Mendeley viewer. So whenever you click a PDF of an article, you can select the text, click pan mode, sticky notes, right? Highlights the article. So all these options were there earlier. For example, I just selected here and click and type software. So you can create a group. Like when you click create a new group, you just create a new group and put the title, and you need to select that whether it should be a public or invite only or a private. Okay, choose anyone and try to create a group. So I just created a sample group. Similarly, in each group you can see the overview, like what is the research. If you want to report, you can report. If you want to join in some other group, you can join in. So all these options are available. Members, for example, there is a group called Coach Scholar GRP. So they have a group of researchers. They have a group of researchers. And their documents. And their documents were shared. The reference management tool Mendeley has a profile. So you need to give your name, details of your institute, designations, about you. So all these details you have to provide. ARCID ID and all information. Then your first name, last name, institute name, you have to search it. And this will directly merge. See, nowadays, in recent days, that merging option is not available. Initial days when Mendeley started, these merging options were easy. Because there are some authors, for example, I use all my research tool, even I use Quillbot, Mendeley, whatever, Sotero, Inkscape, any tool I will be using only my personal email ID. I will not use my institute email ID. Okay. Sometimes for Scopus, if you are using your institute email ID, but here you try to use your personal email ID, that may not get connected. So always remember, for example, it is belongs to elsewhere only. Mendeley belongs to elsewhere publishers. Elsewhere, Scopus, Mendeley. So all these, there are so many other stuffs. Everywhere, try to use your same email ID and password. Same password maybe can be different, but same email ID. Just your name details. You just mention it's you, and directly it will be added to you. That those articles will be added to your profile. So you are claiming your author's profile. Okay. So this is the profile tool where your peer review activity, the recent publications, all details you can find it. Suggest options were there earlier, but now these suggest options were not available. The datasets. Datasets is a unique option which is provided by Mendeley. What is the purpose of datasets? For example, so I know during my masters, one student he did work for one of the faculty. I think she did a PhD program, something like that. See, we work with concrete, so nearly I think 450 plus concrete cubes he casted. But all the results he not considered. Some best 30-40 results he just added, plotted, written, article. So he did those works. So he done 450 article, 450 samples testing. But nearly 30-40 were added. So remaining 400 or 380 Many such type of research works not added anywhere. Many researchers are thinking that nobody has done this research work, so that they are also doing the same work again. So the chances of publication is very less. So datasets, it's a unique option. I'll just tell you. So when you click datasets, you can find whatever articles you search. You will find many number of datasets. Depends on your discipline. You can search. Once a professor from AAA discipline, I'm just helping him. So I just mentioned him. You can uh, explore this too. Okay. Okay. But here, okay, next thing. Yeah. But okay. Most of the thing what you need to understand here in Mendeley is that in specifically in data sets, that 450 data 30-40 may be added to their article, but remaining data are getting wasted. So that should be plotted, added in data sets. Okay, so that it can useful for certain people because they don't want to do the same mistake again. They don't want to do the same mistake again. So these content can be cited. These content can be cited, and it is easy for you to collaborate with such experts because in data sets you will get MATLAB coding, Python coding, lot of other stuffs also will be available. Okay. Then in data sets, if you need to share data, you need to create a title, description and data. Okay. Then you need to click create data set, so it will be created. Finally publish. So this option were not more active I think recently. I'll just move on. So this is the personal information folder where you have put your name, details and all. Designation, affiliations, all this information you need to add it. Now there are certain attachments. Okay, maybe your CV, like mostly that. Okay, so these things can be added. Can be added. So skills based on the level. Okay, the numbers you can add it. So you are going to give some preferences. So importing the CV. Right. So totally there is a change that CV design and certain things. Some small changes. So as you see here, engineering jobs you will get many jobs, but the package ISF here is very less. Okay, so be careful in this. And funding opportunities. We need to know about the funding of all the future, like the expert researchers in the earlier days. Okay. Why? Because if you know who are the funding agencies, they are funding your relevant research work, so that you can uh, directly target to them and try to crack and get the funding. You can refine your researchers. You can do all these corrections. So funding type, annual amount, right? So applicant type of applicants. So funding opportunities, some kind of recognition also will be shared. Now I'm just going to tell you when you click this web importer, automatically the articles will be added to the Mendeley library. It will be automatically added to the Mendeley library. So this is the sample which you see here. You will see everything in practical aspects. Now just content, just explore it. So Mendeley desktop. So this now till this time we have seen about the library and the other things. But desktop, Mendeley desktop is similar to WhatsApp desktop, Facebook desktops, Telegram desktops, right? Which we are normally using it. Okay, similar to that. So create an account. The basic steps try to need to manage those things carefully in Mendeley. Now here, when you see in the top, you find insert citation, right? When you click that insert citations, you will get the citation values. Okay, so try to uh, that citation perfectly match with the relevant literatures and try to add it. Yeah, these are some of the references only. So invite link, normally you can invite any researchers. Data sets were available by Mendeley. So here you can see the performance of compressive shear composite and failure criterion of internal curing concrete. So this is some kind of study they have did. Okay. And these are some of the notifications that you will often receive some details that mostly recent articles will be having it. So mainly suppose sometimes in between you have any travel or something else, you can directly go to the website and get a contact us option, or directly click uh, yeah, mainly support, so that the support will reach them directly. Okay, so main thing is uh, like internal, not in, this different. The server issue normally happens. Okay. Other than server issue, yeah, server issue majorly happens. Sometimes similar screenshot also you will get. But always remember, when whatever may be the screenshot, server issue or this kind of support, people used to tag and ask their queries, whatever it may be. So it will solve in 1 or 2 days. 1 or 2 days. Sometimes plugins will not be added. So small work is there. If any issues, then you can try to solve it out. Okay. So now we are going to the live part. So initially, whoever goes to this Mendeley website, this is how it looks. So I have just signed in with my uh, username and password. Normally I use my personal email ID and password. Not only for this, same email ID and password for all the tool belongs to the elsewhere publishers. Now you can search, for example, when you click COVID-19, you get a huge search results. Nearly 11 lakh 55,000 articles you will find regarding COVID. Okay, a good collections. Okay. Now you want journal, conference proceedings, or based on the years, or based on the journal, based on the author. A professor, he done research on COVID-19 and he published nearly 2,948 articles. Another person 924 articles, right? Open access. You need to access the articles. Just click. Mostly 50% of the article will be accessible. 50% average and an average. So these are the articles are accessible. Now this is most relevant. This is most recent. This is most cited. Most cited. Okay. We will click the most relevant one. Okay. Now, okay. So this is the search source where you can scroll down and search what are the relevant articles and you can collect it. Now this is the library. You can see the right side. I'm just opening. Okay, it's a library. Now first article I have already added. When you scroll down, maybe second article, the fear of COVID-19. I'm just clicking add to library. A single click will be directly adding here. You can see here the first one, the fear of COVID-19. The fear of COVID-19. So the first and easiest method is you just add it. For example, education and COVID-19 pandemic. Click add to library and go here. You can see the first article now is okay. Now if you need to move this article to maybe any other folder, just click here and one second. One second, there will be an option to move to various folders. Add to collection, click MSME or something and click add. So this is how we can add the article. When you go to MSME, you will find first maybe some article, education and COVID-19 pandemic. Okay. So this is how we need to add. So this is the first step to add the articles. The second method is think I am just exploring a journal here. So journal name is engineering structures. Now when you click add to Mendeley, all the elsewhere publications journals, when you click add to Mendeley, see this is the Mendeley website. What we are searching here is this is Mendeley website. This is Science Direct website. You click add to Mendeley. Okay, it's not sign in. I think importer is not sign in. One second. See now my article is added. Maybe December 11 MSME. Any folder you want, you just click here and add it. So it will be added. So this is the second option to add the articles. You can check. Go to the library. So okay, this is the library. You can go to MSME. Check here behavior of journal name is engineering structures. It's just now we have added. Okay. So what I said is the second option to add the article. The third option is we'll go to another publisher. I'm just taking one article from Springer Publishers. Now how to add this to my Mendeley? The easiest option is you need to use Mendeley Web Importer. You can see in the right side in the top Mendeley Web Importer. How you can add this Mendeley Web Importer is you need to scroll down here, click Web Importer. So now Mendeley Web Importer is added. Okay. When you click this extension, you can find here Mendeley Web Importer is pinned. So if I click unpin, it will be not available. I just click pinned. Okay. So if you need to remove, I can remove. I can remove from Chrome and I can install it again. Okay. So I have installed that. So when I go to this article, I can click this web importer. So immediately this article optimization real time, just click add. Okay. So you can check. Here you can see optimize. See, optimize the real time. The article is added. When you click MSM, you can see this article. So this is another option. First option is from Mendeley. Second option is through any publisher. There is an option. Third option is through web importer. Fourth option, we will go to maybe here we will click another I'll click this biohydrogen production. This is a review article, biohydrogen production. Now when you scroll down at last, you will have a reference and there is an option to download citation. Normally most of the journal it will be in RIS or BibTeX. Now currently it is in RX. Okay. Now go to the library, click add reference, import library, kit RIS. When you click RIS, go to downloads, click this article and open. So the biohydrogen. See here, the article is biohydrogen, right? So I just download. Sometimes some journals you will not have this download citation. You need to click cite option. When you click cite option, I think in the starting it will show cite only. Yeah, when you click cite this article, yeah, it is taking here. So you need to have in RIS or BibTeX format. Okay, then you need to upload it. So it is uploaded. Biohydrogen article also available. Okay. So now I think some 4-5 options we have learned how to add articles to the library. Add articles to the, because adding articles is very important. Without adding articles, how you will organize or manage it, right? So adding articles. Now this is a web library. You can add reference, right? If you need to add any collection, create collections. And there will be an option, one second. Okay, manually, mostly don't try to add manually. Okay, most of the articles will be available. Sometimes, yesterday only some articles may be published, certain articles may not be available. That you can try using manual option. Then one more thing always I like to remember here is, when you select any article, there is annotations like DO number, the notebook where if you need to write about them, any work you can write. And reading assistance I have not used in Mendeley, but you can have a look, try it. Then for example, think the MSME folder only I am going to use for one of my article, for example. So whenever I get a chance to use this MSME all articles together, so each article I need to check one by one whether the volume number, page number, issue number, DOI number. So all this basic information of every article is available properly or not. See, if you are having 120 articles, all the 120 should be perfectly available. Perfectly available. Okay, so check that clearly. Check that clearly. So these are the options to add it. So next we are going to learn about Mendeley desktop. So this is the Mendeley website. When you scroll down, you can find reference manager. When you go to this reference manager, you can download now. So I am not downloading, already I have used it. So here you can find this is the desktop. The mainly desktop versions. Sometimes you add library in website, but in desktop it may not available. I think like have you used Telegram desktop, WhatsApp desktop and all? Similarly. Okay. Now another important aspect here is, for example, think MSM is a folder and I have a couple of articles. Now think I am planning to write an article relevant to MSME and all. Think these articles are relevant to that work. You need to click each and every article and you need to check. So that is very important. The volume number, issue number, page number, author name, journal details. All these details are very important. can annotate, note, okay, like whatever you can do it, but always remember these details. In notebook also you can add about the device, the software they have used, all these basic details you can add it. Okay, so till this now we are having a, I think now it's time is 6:11. We will be having a 4 minutes break. At 6:15 we will continue. A 4 minutes break. At sharply 6:15 we will 6:15 we will continue. Meanwhile, you have any queries, whatever discussed till now, please share your query in the chat box. So nearly four methods I have said how to add literature to the Mendeley library. Okay, first is through Mendeley. Next is going to engineering structures, some elsewhere journals because they are also associated with Mendeley. It is easy, click it. Okay, then that web importer. Okay, then you need to know that when you download the site option like RIS BibTeX format, using that also you can add it. So these are the major four way you can add it. Okay, any other like queries you can ask it. சார் சொல்லுங்கள் சார். ஆமாம் சார் சொல்லுங்கள் சார். தருவோம் சார் தருவோம் சார் தருவோம் சார். ஆமாம் சார் ஆமாம் சார் ஆமாம் சார். ஓகே அது ஒன்றும் சார். ஓகே தேங்க்ஸ் தேங்க்ஸ். So we just learned Mendeley, just searching articles over here first. Then when you click library, it goes to this library option. So there are four methods to add the article. We learned the four methods to add the article. Okay. So when articles are added, for example, in this MSME folder, think this MSME may be one of your article. Okay, just maybe the title you can write it short. We have some 40 reference. Before going for reference, go through each article and see whether all the details are available. Okay, check DOI number is available, check volume number, issue number, page number, what all these things are available or not. If not, you try to update it. Mostly if you are having 50 articles, some 2 articles and an average 2 articles, some data may be missing. Okay, but if you are having, so that you can spend. Okay, so this is where article adding procedures we have seen as of now. Okay, uh, 1 second. Okay, so now we are going to the next option. So we have added the article into a separate collection or a heading. You just added. After adding, so I am taking a reference Word file. Think this is one of my article, a sample article. I am just showing you a sample. So when you install this Mendeley desktop, automatically in the Word file you can find these details. When you go to this reference, you can see this details, Mendeley site. Just click this. Okay, think this is one of our article. Normally articles we have abstract, keywords, introduction, then body of the article like materials and methods, some contents, right? Results, discussion, conclusion, reference. So this is overall a simple article. Okay. Now we start the citation from the introduction part. So as I'm reviewing many articles. So in one journal I receive a review invitation and I saw in the abstract itself they have cited. So the article is rejected, but they don't know where to cite. Normally the citation starts from the introduction till the body of the article, above the conclusion heading. Then from the introduction heading you can cite anywhere, any number of times, but on an average some 25 to 40 is an average. Don't put only A7 citation, don't put somewhere around 70-80 citation. Okay, so these things we need to check it. Okay, now think I am having a paragraph. Now I am planning to cite with some 4 reference alone. Okay, click citation here. I am just going to the folder collection which is MSME. I just click this MSME, and today whatever article we just searched, maybe COVID, right? Just click insert citation, right? In-text citation is added. It is called as in-text citation. Okay. The next to settling somewhere here. So based on the year or based on the other names, you can cite it. Think this is work is done by Professor Ali M. So click insert citation. Just click insert citation. Then maybe some this content till this studied. Okay, this may be studied by another professor named maybe Fernandez. I just click here, click insert citation. Similarly, you will be doing for minimal somewhere around 25 to 40 in text citation. That may be in the introduction part or in the body of the article. Body of the article in the sense the next part till conclusion. So the last panic, I just clicking the panic and click insert citation. So I just added just 4 for your reference. Okay. Now finally you will have the reference. Click enter. Then go to citation settings. You go to this 3 dot. Click this 3 dot. Click insert bibliography. When you click insert bibliography, will be inserted in your cursor location. Continue. Yes. Now you can see here Ali A D F P C, not C, P, just P. So you can see this. It is managed in the APA 7th edition style. You can see here American Psychological Association 7th edition. Now think I am planning to submit this article to that journal which I search, engineering structures. When I click engineering structures, update citation style, so the entire style will be changing it. See, earlier here some names were there, now here 1, 2, right, 3, 4. Now when you click change citation style, sometimes you are planning to submit to IEEE, update citation style, maybe for a conference you are preparing your article. Then one more thing you need to remember, when you click change citation style, you need to scroll down, search for another style. You can search maybe some journal name also. I just click maybe structural. Think for example there is a journal called ACA Structural Journal. Just click. Now the best part is when I click ACA Structural, so many changes happen here. Earlier it is in brackets, right? Some changes were happened here. Now can anyone tell me why these changes are happening? What is the use of these changes? Why can't we have a simple that referencing? We need to have some, it is some numbers, sometimes it is in other terms. So why it is? The main reason is if they need to get cited in Google Scholar or any source, this the citation is mandatory. You have 40 reference or 400 reference, unless and until you don't cite, there is no use. Okay. So if we need to change this to another journal also, maybe Institute of Physics. This is so Institute of Physics journal. You can see on small changes. In Sotaro there is 10,300 plus referencing styles are available. You can see last time this 49 is not in bold, now that is in bold. Last time we have that DOI number, but now there is no DOI number. So journal to journal these things will added or deleted, formats will be different. Now why I am changing these formats again and again? The most important reason is, for example, I am submitting my article to this Institute of Physics. Institute of Physics rejected my article. Very simple. I go to the next journal. I go to their referencing style. The referencing style. Okay, that may be somewhere around. That may be Nature. Click Nature and update citation style. Based on that journal guidelines, it will fully update. can see here earlier it is the number, it's in big, right? Now it's not so big. Okay, so these are all their formats. We must follow that. We must follow that. Okay, because this is most important work. Normally, many researchers they use for reference management as well as source for citation purpose. So whenever you are doing any similar works, make sure that your desktop is on. Okay. Okay. Then finally, I like to share one more detail here is about the data sets. I said in the presentation, a scholar like my friend, so during his student days, he casted nearly 450 500 specimens, but all not were added. Okay. For example, I'll just add maybe beam, concrete beam, for example. When I click concrete beam, relevant to concrete beam, who are the researchers? They have uploaded their data. So here you can see video. Somebody uploaded the video. So you need to click this data sets. Click this Mendeley data. So here you can see reinforced concrete beams with stirrups. So you will be getting some data. I think it's an Excel sheet. Similarly, you will be getting lot of data. You will be getting lot of data. This is an experimental investigation. They are sharing their data. Okay, I will show you a sample. This is an article. You just click this data sets. This is an institute from Nottingham Forestry University. I think an Excel sheet will be downloaded. So all the values, their calculation, next back and other calculations, everything will be available in the Excel sheet. So here you can see all the data were perfectly available over here. So similarly, your data also can be published here in the Mendeley datasets. It's free only, but the most important thing is this is already okay. For example, I'll just show you. This is already viewed by 68 researchers. The same thing, shear strength prediction of FRP strengthened concrete beam. For example, I can do a research on concrete column, precast columns, right? Maybe the structural element is getting differ. So I will suggest always try to add it to the Mendeley datasets. Now, one more thing, when you sign in here in Mendeley, most important thing is when you go to the profile, account and privacy settings. One second. Now when you go to the subscription option, Normally everybody will have 2 GB, but here I am having 7.5 GB. The main reason is I just go to Mendeley Advisor. At least try to use Mendeley for 1 month, more than 1 month, and click this link. Register link will be available. Just apply. You will get the results in within 1 month. Within a month. Mostly at the 30th date or 31st date you will get. So try it. Add your details. Okay, academic status and all details. So that you will get Mendeley Advisor. So you will get the sample certificates, sample presentations, that wherever you go you can present that you are eligible to share about the Mendeley. So all these privileges also you are getting it. Okay, so Mendeley is one of the best referencing tool, and it has somewhere around 7,000 or 8,000 plus uh, journal list. Okay, but Sotera has nearly 10,000, uh, nearly 10,300 or 10,400, somewhere around that. So if you are already using Mendeley for several years, try to go to this Mendeley, become an advisor. So all links are available when you scroll down at the last. Okay, so till now whatever I have suggested regarding this Mendeley, you have any queries? Please feel free to ask your queries. If anybody is installing, during installation if you have any problem, please kindly share your screen immediately. Yeah. Mendeley has a desktop versions, but uh, so you can, one second, I am sharing that the screen, because most of the way which we add the article is through the web only. So this is the desktop one, but the desktop version that does not has the data sets, that does not has that news feed, that does not has other options like your profile subscription, all those options were not available, only library. If some article is not added, click the sync option so that the all articles will be added. So that is a part of desktop. But whenever we are planning to do the citation, better mainly desktop is in on. Like if you just open and register and keep it, that will be better. Any other queries, professors, students, regarding this mainly? So just install it, copy some of any other abstract, just try 4-5 articles, just add 5 articles and check how the citation works. Okay, and best thing is, obviously we don't know immediately all our article will be published at the same time in the first attempt itself. All will have an experience of rejections. So if it is getting rejected, you don't want to worry, just in a second, in a single click, you just change to another journal and you can submit again. Okay, so that is the best thing which you can. Otherwise, see, I also used some 6-7 years before. From Google Scholar, I copy the APA MLA Chicago format, just paste it. Then I copy all the DOI number from various different journals, because we don't know, right? But when you have these tools to enhance your research timing and all, so try to use it effectively. Any queries regarding Mendeley? So once again I revise. First we have learned about the the search option. You just search about COVID, we get somewhere around 11 lakhs or 12 lakhs plus articles, and half of that, somewhere 6 lakhs, were open access, right? That article, that those details we have seen. Next, we saw about how to add articles to the Mendeley library. So through in Mendeley itself there is an option to add that option. Then in Science Direct, then in Web of Science, not Web of Science, this Springer. So all these other tools also we have checked it. Okay. Does Mendeley recognize only high quality journals like Springer Wiley? No, no, no. It search and find all others also. But while you are collecting, if it is a quality journal, it will be better. See, you are writing a quality article and you are having a irrelevant, predatory, cloned articles in your reference. Do you think it will be good? No. If you read, quality article, you can write quality article. Okay. Mendeley has all other versions also. Not only all Scopus Index, small articles also were available.